Sometimes I forget that when I come on TikTok and say quite literally anything, people with low IQ can view my videos. So let me break this down as simple as possible, okay? If I married a black man and had kids with a black man, my kids would not look like me. Skin tone, completely different. Hair color, well, my kids wouldn't be blonde or redheaded for that matter. They would have a completely different hair texture. Our facial structures would not align. That's nothing bad. Like, that's not, I'm not saying that in a derogatory way. It's literally genetics. People from all across the world have different facial features because of where they're from. Okay? I have European features. That's where I'm from. Same thing. If I married an Asian man and had Asian babies, my kids would not have red hair. Eyes would look very different, right? And that would not resemble the features of myself.
I don't have any problems with this. I don't understand why people have a problem with specifically white people saying that they want to date a certain demographic or they want to keep it within their own group. Everybody does this. I see this all the time online with black people saying black love and keep it within black families and black people should just marry other black people. I mean, you got people who have gotten rich off of this grift, like Dr. Umar, for example, who goes around and scolds black men who get with white women because he thinks that black men should only date black women and that white men should only date white women and that Asian people should just stick to themselves. I guess white people are literally the only group of people not allowed to have a preference or even a racial preference in who they want to date, and so that's considered racist. But when any other group does it, then it's not a problem, and that's a double standard, and it shouldn't be that way. There should be nothing wrong. I've been kind of gravitating towards the same thing myself when it comes to even my dating preferences. Like I look at shit like culture. To me, culture is very important. I used to love white girls, and I see nothing wrong with white girls, right? But I don't date white girls anymore. Same thing. I've dated black girls. I don't date black girls anymore. I much prefer dating a Latina because a lot of the times, since I'm Latino myself, a lot of the times our preferences, our cultures are going to be the same or very similar in the way that we look at the world, and because of all the upbringings. And there is nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with wanting to date a specific kind of group. Again, I used to love Asian women too. I dated a Korean girl when I lived in Korea. But now, as I've gotten older, I've noticed that I'm looking for certain things, certain things in women, certain qualities, whether that be looks and, like I said, culture. And I see that I can find those qualities in more of a Latina woman. And there's nothing wrong with that. So what is wrong with her wanting to date a white guy because she wants the white guy, she wants her kids to look like her? And again, when any other group does it, there's no problem.
And that's why I say when I have kids, I want them to look like me. Therefore, I'm going to marry someone with similar genetics as myself. European, German, Scottish, Polish, Lithuanian. So my kids could look like me. I'm not saying my kids have to be redheads. That would be cool. Very small chance. If I married another redhead, yes, I would have redhead babies, most likely. But also I could have redhead kids if I married a blonde. It's not even about hair color. It's I want them to share my nose or my green eyes or my jawline, whatever it may be. So, yeah, it's a preference and everyone is entitled to love who they want, have kids with who they want. But for me personally, I want to have.
It's 2025, lady. You, as a white person, cannot have a preference in who you want to date, or else you're considered a racist. Now, if black people have a preference in who they want to date, they only want to date black women. Or Asians only want to date Asian women. Or Native Americans only want to date Native American women. Then, or men, whatever the case may be. Then that's just a preference. But if you're white, because you're the oppressor and you've been considered the oppressor throughout history, even today when you had nothing to do with anything, You are not allowed to have a preference. You cannot date who you want to date. You cannot want your kids to look a certain way because that would be racist. But again, any other group can do it, and it's not a problem. It's celebrating diversity. It's celebrating black love because they love to say black love is the best love or Asian love is the best love. No problem. But you want to date a white guy? You want to marry a white dude because you want your kids to share your features? That's racist. You need to get with the times. And the times are that white people aren't allowed to have a preference in anything. They're not allowed to say anything because white people have been the oppressors the entire time. They can't have a preference. They can't say anything. They can't do anything because anything that a white person does is automatically seen as bad. It's automatically seen as bad. And if you point it out, you're considered a bad person too. But that's all I got for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends. If you have anything you want me to react to, send it to the link in the description box below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.